God, Melech'ha, SHEM, OFRA, HEYHN, GOSHEN, Mr.Presidents, Your Honor, I'm so sorry for this last days and for the just I done. I have a lot of violence against this degenerates and a lot of vehemently, viscerally rage, anger, and wanting to kill them. And the terms, like I said so much times, besmirched, yes, true, tired, real. The problem is, seemed like so natural, which is not exactly us. And I admit that. And I want that. We were talking about the word yesterday, and I brought so much realities. And I love you so much, and I bless you. But the self mahlachini justice bodies. Bless you so much. I love you. Skelechirika rachlet smotlis tishvat letech machnini and ba'atlech sanat. And we were suffering too much, and I am really in a very state of destruction that I never wanted to go through. I remember that I was separated, not at the conscience moment for the cognition about it, but cognition for it is going to happen, I don't want to be here. And desperated for Adonai put me out of here. I have been through, like you already know, so long years, longing and crying for a miracle. Get the smart lachira, S.PEREZ, the smart gnamishnik, Salaki. Forgive me for the Shabbat Shalom at this point, at this stage. Better self machat until Shabbat Lakim. Gerach machat visit Shabbat Shechana. And as you want to say, much of times there is the reality of I have been in a very state of too much sorry, I'm sorry. And much of times like a very sorry figure like to be with. And I'm sorry for that. It's exactly like much of times people can say that it's my reality. Much of times somebody can say, oh, he's playing sociopathically. All of times somebody can say, okay, but strong enough, won't you keep this way, it's polished. And I'm sorry. I may should be strong for more. I may should having other class of a way. And further justify or not the reality is saying coming through this state and in the reality of the saying, the reality of the coming, the express. Not sure that to be right, and not sure that to be okay, but it's something that happens to me often. Expressively, I just don't give no round on nothing. Much of times it's just what I just gone through. I'm so sorry anyway. I really am verheimlicht das Melech'ha alles small work as I really am desperately trying to leave, needing to get out and only having that contemplating moment enough for the same no more. Contemplating moment enough to the same. I'm gonna hold that as an answer. Sefleker vefefliki shvatlama sefmachtlaki atadadlevesofia chashech la elimin belukich matmaseshmorim Selki vefechlacha klesti shosli shaleshmatli balak Angel chmi Angel vosim Dlevesoflikim Skach lachat levisot levisnin shalaktikam Bedloemanim Skach lakir vefech mosias levistan shlevisarat in the command. You know, I told you certain things like you need I to express yesterday to you. And words something like Adonai were telling to who just left from Buenos Aires, and the problem remains about the threat to others. Like we know, Reina and Valera, the same Saint James at referendum for the Daniel da Irasco, which were the primest ever Bible from the same Roman Empire. And from there, the whole of the versions, the supposed revision, and any other. Like we discussed yesterday on Esfuerza Tesoro-Babel, which the Torah says, not a reverent, degenerated community with a burden of victims, that I'm not talking about people as innocents and suffer. I'm talking about the legacy and the sickness of Roman Empire. To deliver Zorobabel on a supposed presage reality of whoever to be, we are going to distinguishly identify and is going to determine and say the truth of this term. But someone, like I told you, were in a coding for the trend the truth to not be shining at the reality of the evil around coverage, which were not Jewish. And we know that. And the clear fact of these terms, like much other at Torah, which doesn't have the clear fact of what this says to be. So, Sor of Adevat Si Babel Kin Ravimad, which is not Zorobabel because of there is no name, were the definition and determination for victims as bleeding, destroyed, but Babel, Babylonia, be afforded enough because of them coming. Gerchablechmi ablefespati kachla chavetli vismatlechma en rovespati mada. The blessed effectla kachalechi plavisim. The adulterer of the Bible and the sickness of the legacy, which dare to say that Lord came on caving them like you have them all, prophecies to them, Christianism, since so large seasons, which the ones ever fighting to Saulo the Tarsia, Gimosimada, which actually the name were Shaul da Enskitarsi Shkevot, the supposed visible of love. Well, Tarra Generals keeps on profaning me, saying that they are killing the world and I will be profaning them with Tarra Babylonicas, sorry the word, evangelics. All right. Sorry, this. Forget me, please. At the clear fact of this, like much other terms and definitions and ways to express Salsha-Shae adultered with the intention of controlling and also trying to discover not that which the manipulation were always the same like this. So through the reality, get as not and the clear of this Christianism like this, bringing the clear fact and the reality of supposed prophecies of God, like came to do into Saulo, that imod, Darcy. We know God and we know what is this all about. You are not going to come to us because of you and your generation are doubting and doubtable for the clearing about this. You come to say to us, I'm not sure to be the truth because of you repudiated and murdered your Mashiach. This generation, the love of Lucifer, and of the reality of this, over trying to making a malambito furioso crioso argentino to Saulo, naturally, came out to the region, the most, at least the head of the organization. On the prophecy, on the tellers, on until the end of the earth, there's going to come the revival. Let's come to them to fighting and make this happen. And saying that Lord, El-Hay, and El-Hay will tell them the prophecy that they had to control Jewish and destroying Jewish because of Jewish will ever making birth the beast. And there will be the beast. This is Nazi as well, and it's part of. So in the middle of this reality, these barras evangélicas, armed forces with the barras evangélicas over the world, legacies. And the clear fact of this all, and Betsamine, and forgive the violence, ask you please. I want you to die, and I'll be happy. And naturally, Sodoma making muchness. Naturally, because of need, the faith of Sodoma to promoting bad, hearing, and the faith that it heard, Luciano Briano, what they said we are, and we will be. For they to be succeeded with the chanting magic trouser. So what the reality of this in Klef Machalevi Sotli, Klef Machalevi Ashpat, Sevot, Levis needs, Kevetzin. Evidently, we understand what this is, and we better be precautions. But hell to the hell, ashes to ashes. And Cinderella, right? But the Sechma Chalagibis Echlakan, sorry. Slekir Lebechlu Atlevisestikan, Chaval Blevisal Diotikan Avem. Ashlekov Halim, Ashlekefach Anaulum, De Lekoch Medlivitaken, Belach Makar, E.BLANCO Kalechano. So through this, the supposed character of this will be controlled and suppressed, and they will ever be the authorities of the malambito criollo rabioso de Sodoma, and they will ever make survive the ones that Lord will ever want. Babylonia, y Sodoma, y Gomorrah. Saying Lord will save what the world rejected and refused. and tremble. The deflected spell of the sickness of Ma'asar. And in the middle of the soul, the abomination then cradled and then burst Sodom and Gomorrah within, making the complete chapter saying, of course. So in the middle of this, in Klechma Flechtiach, have a Klechma Chalivisot Mide. Rebelech Maklikivishak Lech have a Doat Levesvatlevis Ishk Tasa. And people murdered all around. And the people that we rescued in a very problem, few trying to betray in which the help for the threat or threatened ones were killed, but the intentional already in prison, but themselves and state spies. That the sex machlach vitishpat le sex machlai matzimot le vesif, to killing people in, and to killing the waste, the information, and the waste to in, and kidnap, rape, and murder. Saying that they will be the judges for the Lord, and the Lord that will punish, and they will be the queens and kings of Jesus de Nazareth, Yeshua HaZeh, Melech'ha, Malkai. Dat the sech machlach avec lech v'ismat v'seshlakim arevefim. And lech machal v'stik terchalas smat v'sisheres. Rematach machal mai ti ta'ishmoti. Remosim. And I've spoken now ma'iti. Guess that's mighty. Gevech motsinim. And that's the saying that I'm mentioning, the sickness of them, which I'm going to put them all in hell. Bedesech machalagi revefeslachan profem taras, sorry. Anglech machlech michavesot legi revesot levisesh madam. Gin reves machlech machlech lisot legishpatacha remats. En revatlech machlech levisot min. Gerreka rematlech machlech levisot levisach kamacharam. In Latinim. In lech machlech man. Bedletech vaklich havetzesh lechmin. In like a ref lachamat lechabat tikach velo felasibot. In dikishmat achlakmi. Elkeman belponim. Kerf bali keman chalesot levisesh. Al kiman revatech lachamat lekah. בדלזטוכי כאשר פחמתם, על כן רצח מחליטום. שלשוק החליבים לשוק לגיטקים, רצח מחלגיות לבסוס לבסשב. אנקל רמח לחמת מת לבסס לבסשליק. סליקים בחלקי רצח לבסות בסמת הריסטינקי פלטיקה חבשמתים. Relefechol lechamatlesis machlagi relefachishvot nualda enam gelbotikach machalesol veseshlitiba kachmatama slegishva techmatkach mitim imbob levesachmat lekiba kacham betlesat belin kavakar relechalisosim sleveseshatikach matlifim גח מבלך מחל ביסות לביסים בד לבסש כך נהם אלא גניר רבת מוסיף מי את עצמך וסם Evidently, with the whole of the situation and the problem we are through, and evidently with this still, work permanently. I worked since 2004 and 2005 and before, further extortions and victimizing me and destroying me and trying to obligating me for the business of this perros hijo del infierno, to making every day. The clear fact is, unconsciously, Adonai and I would not know him before. And since then, at the end of 2004, and some before, and on, I was fighting to put our people out of there. I gave him the list to Interpol, supposed espionage to the Patriot of Argentina, the list and the purpose of Perro General Secretario Argentino, to raping our people, Jewish communities and families. Irina Redemi in the middle, made to the last. The list. And the whole of what they called Project Hasibatu, with the Terrazo de Generados CIDE, Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, Policía Federal Argentina, Aníbal Alberto Fernández, Secretario de Defensa, Néstor Máximo Alicia, Cristina Kirchner, and every perra de cuarta of them, with Scioli. Vedle všech matlechníkov and Chevefech Lakedesoslivý, being Bable Vesivav, and pretender of expertise is everyone, Miliko Peniarwa, Perros. Vedle všech matkach Halchitam, vedle všech min, you never evangelists were always, and supposedly to salvation, and they never gave no salvation, except the condition for the Klechmachtim Asevot, the people that were fighting with me, that they were killing him to rape and murder, saying will help the beast. And always fighting for the putting them out and at salvation. And of the reality of this, always making it clear that the technical Chabad Levisvat Ishkevatida. Rechalekim, Revesochalekim, Revesachlikim Ishov, and Levesavim. Chechmatim Asimelim. So what the real of this in Klechalekim Solam, and Revesachol Chamat Levisvat Ishkevatika, Atmesevada. So what the reality of this, Gechmatli Maserosni, Skellivat. For this and the truth. Bentlech Machali Vishov Levisive Shvat Letech Machla Kimim Ba'at Leveserav. Ingret Malekim Seshvav Ta'imim. So the clear fact of this, I was putting them out every day. I remember that I know for Adonai that evangelics were causing more damages and more destruction, profaning regesh and falling in more condemnation every day, and seeking for more power. And I remember that I was trying to avoid that and understanding were happening a very trampled besmirching and destruction over putting down our people and never letting them to know and to be aware. And that the degenerate Perros de Generados running all over Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas to whisper at the ear, oh, the degenerate, the junkie, thief, felon, criminal, and terrorist of Amia. And the Perros de Generados Evangelistas of them, the whole I name, in the name of Jesus, they too, we're going to control and work permanently. The whole of the people that were raped and murdered here, from other states and from the same region and from this tierra malnacido de mierda. Is something like, has the characteristical reality of Adlala Kiniar Anarus. Betlesech Maclera Vesech Ligishvat Lekimi Revesech Lacan, Ejército Argentino Kirchner, asking to come perras sucias Sodom and Gomorrah from all the places of the world to reign here, saying that they would take the power and supremacy of God. And this will provide power, making trace the offerings of Sodom and Gomorrah one to another, for them peace, and orders they to proceed to about them law. They will lose the power. Betlesech Machlaki Revesech Lakada Simot Levestish Badim. Kel Robu Atimat, Kel Robu Dushmasim, Kel Robu Bablesvat, Lakishmo Beflatama Bledisat, Dios Lekidisat, Tibaka Ramat, Mamini Vamaret, Askel Hamatisos Lidishas, Ledisos Lidisharas, Kpadikan. Redlak Matlech Vesech Lidisot Lidisnish Ladeti Kalitim, where the plan all over the states and all over to giving in my people, our people. Our friends, my friends. Supposed terrorists, criminals, supposed making forgeries and lies and making up causes, where United Nations, where international codes, where states, where governments, where ministries, where codes, all over the world, and cooperating to the beast, supposedly. Like any demon de solar, pretending which of other name to be what they are, demons, and they presume from the heaven for the taking positions and saying they are not correct. I said first. It's me, not him. Sorry. Betlesech Machlach Richtlich Ishvat Lebesech Machal Visotrim. Leka Ravach Lemasel Visos Leviseshet. Sletich Matinire. Belet Machlach Havel Bot Levisat Tikaslech Mazlan Moran Tibaktika. Remotlech Machal Vesech Levishorev. So what the real estate is clearly for? Kisbatli is Samara. Sorry, forgive me, please. And let me not reflectly gesproken that is that me remestin kalaikich bavet besosheres. Slekish liga rabachalak motzi yani oluma lelu aluk atmosesh. Gevecholak kerrovech haluvam rotubak. Roche choval blitinir. Roche cholvita polakuch mavulu maluv. De el kovatika halech me esheresher. Belika rarefech lach madlinim. Angle rarefech likash veotika. Lechal chom lesholashod. Lechal chovok lechoshe komara. Betlesekir vechal cheretim, betlesech vochalik vishofel pletim, chel chamoblech machal vishot levisesh, tlakech chabablim adeno tiyaveh. Lekal chabablich machal vishot levisesh likan, revefech laki shalaki vitzobat levismat laki chabab en sumarim. Skelchal levet otzishel, gelchal achmeti visboad leteshel, רתח מחל לסעוד לבסנילי שלה כחמר, שלה קובצים. סלאחל קיבה, סלאחל קורם, סלאחל לקח מצבסיש לקחלם, Slekachalak arrech lavis ancebos eshor be'alken chan di ot etovasiv. Slemitar rabasach lidismat lidison duat kibitachalecha lishmat leferli viskati bitimav te'ala recha letach machalebedosh leshol ad telesmat elinkad. Slekin rabasach lachem blech machalebesol abel bletikashpacham ablevesmat lisim. Slekishkalachem ablem bablevesefechul bli ilakibak. Redachachal machalebesoptiki machalebesum blevesamba. Sleshel kavakral chareklis fesolesh legaves motikab fechol la elom baekalki maremisi besoptis inshkaleka chaval den bisfatima. Datlesech matov. Ila kol shkelachavo kanchelov levimat emsova. Slegish kelachalim baebot livisfatika. La kad lakim ba reshoch olivalet leoshevan. Snikalkim bot revisechnim. Snikalkim bot likamachim. Slekachala kishvo alimbo alak adish natika natsevot. Leshkelacha leshkovatika chalchovel amerlo alekova likim. Shkelekachalach mael ditam mael kadan chevel ovel vitim. Sleshkivita kachalekim berchefocho lemablimati vaser. Gelshkalechavaklech machali vesolim. Gelchaleshavika chalchamablevsvod mislakimot alaktinol imaktimida. Skelchivika ralech mablevesoslivis inshkeshavaf. Betlesechach manim matevaf. And yes, they proceed on the same old. Everything, even that. He yields them schizophrenic induction, and we know because if we are the forensics of Argentina, the top of the world, who's going to say different? So we're dead. After all, we are government, and we're going to show, and we are going to say what it is and what it's not, right? Keep on doing the same. We do our part, and we're going to showing that nobody comes and tells about us and says whatever they want, and they deny our soul are all sick, and they cannot be at the command of the government. We're going to say who gets to be. Of course. And I will manipulate them and provoke them and make them do. And I will do that staging. The devil has powers like HEYHN and uses them. And also HEYHN taken off the divinity to Lucifer and to Sodom and Gomorrah. They were first. They got first. They were the creator. And they were the God himself, Redemi. Like I said, yes, the always trick of Lucifer were trying to cause the pain and destruction in us, hosting, possessing, and making abominations like abominable where he is and will die. For the trying to bend down a high. But the problem of Lucifer is that he forgot, and HEYHN only is a HEYHN, and he's a demon. Betlesech machlakim badim ablefesech ochal, eshkolakim ravesech acham ablefsoam bilismi, enkech bachal visos livishet. The creation is creation, and the creator cannot be different. Betlesech makler ravesech lachim, and the birth for love. Birth for love is ever for love of his, and he fights for it. The hosting about creation has an end. ריבת לקרב הצרכים חבטלוס כיבת לחיכה חלחם הבלמים לכל הרווח חלקים מסשול בסקליקת רמסימד. לנקל רווח סכלק ישפט המדליק המחל וסוף וסשלריקם רווח מחלי וסוף וסנקל חמת לרסי יזנים סרב. לנקל רווח סלח מחלי וסוף וסנקלקים גחמת לחמיון סבסמל כמימה בנצח מחל וסוף. אל קואצי כחל חמבלין חרחות לבסי לישקלח מחל בלו על ביתימיניף. לקל חרפך לקי עושה לפי שילק רלח מחל לבשמות הבסי שלהם אבלה בסמתיבן. על כררך חבבלך מחל לבאות לבסך בתשפר לנסה ולקים לינקל רמבלך מסך ובשפט נפיד. לאק לקיר ופך לחשוי ולתמות לבסך במסכיבן גלפך מחלי וסופי דסקיה בתך מחל על השפט במסכיבן. לאק לקיר ושמאל ושבוע ולבלביפך מצא לסינות לתיקש מציא מבלק לך מצינה. So suddenly there is victims here alive. Al-Kemal Rabafach Likach Aval-Gosle Bismillah en-Shababli Gibach Mod Lechmat Lechilisotebis Inshleber Tikach Matsimavan. But the legacy, the seed that generates the false stars, anointed pastors, which not all, but the members and the names and the technique each. That the Techmachliki Visotebismava pretended to become Rabbi, saying would take positions and places inside Israel government, Anacondia, Cabrera, Carmila, Crudo, Ectematea Straitson, saying they will trade Israel, and Israel shall be Sodom and Gomorrah. Shalom. Betlesech Machlaki Revesim, Betlesech Mativashim, and Kirsnet. Let's take the bless. We are going to come kingdom of heaven. Chinosedenas. Like Sodom and Gomorrah. Secret of state. Of state. You understand the state name, Blimbadia. Secret of state. Betlesech Machladia Timad. Lechalmi Kali Kamarim Bablefos Marabeseshi. Chalkmarim.